Hi, my name is Michael Morris and today I'm going to show you Touch version 9 linked into ResDiary restaurant online booking system. So I've just logged on with an operator with back office permissions, so we just have a little look in back office just to look at our settings that are required for ResDiary. So if we go in here, the first thing, you must be licensed for ResDiary, so you do need to request the ResDiary module. Once you have that and you're licensed, if you go into settings and search for ResDiary, you'll see three settings. You've got enable ResDiary link, that has to be set to yes. If you set that to yes and you're not licensed for it, when you come out, Touch will give you a little warning saying that you've enabled the ResDiary link but you're not licensed for it. ResDiary allow confirmation of arrival on open table, set that to yes, makes it flow nicely. And use ResDiary with charge sheets, that is also needed so that you can tell which charge sheet works with ResDiary. So we'll exit the settings. Now once your ResDiary enable link setting is turned on and you're licensed, this button here will appear, the ResDiary configuration. This is where the ResDiary details are entered. So each restaurant ID will be unique, as will be the consumer key, secret key, second key. Just type those details in, copy and paste them in. Once you've set them all, press the test button. If it's all set correctly, you will get that message. If you don't get that message and it tells you that the settings aren't right, the chances are you just haven't typed something in quite right. So go and double check it, and that should be all it is. Okay, we'll have a quick look into our charge sheets now. Now in Touch, obviously we can have up to 25 charge sheets. Now you can also have different areas with ResDiary. If we look on the ResDiary site, this is just a test demo site, there's only a few tables on it, but we've got an area here, main restaurant 1 to 10, a terrace 11 to 15, and bar 100 to 100 to 1. So we got up to 101 with everything from 15 onwards not showing on here. So if we go into Touch, we want to map that to look the same way. So we got to allow 101 charge sheets because we need to go up to table 101. And if we go into sheet details here, where we got hidden here, if we don't want to show one, we can use this drop down and say yes, meaning it's hidden. So obviously we don't want to hide table 1, so let's unhide that. But if you look down here, tables 1 to 15 are not hidden in line with the ResDiary site. And then if we look here, everything is hidden all the way down until we get to 100 and 101, so we're showing those two. So we'll look at that in sales mode in a minute. Also table statuses. These statuses will automatically get set in Touch if you enable ResDiary. It's important, don't add any more, just leave it as is, because these statuses are needed so that as you store a table on Touch, you tell it what course they're on, that goes up and updates ResDiary, so the two systems stay in sync with each other and ResDiary knows exactly where you're up to on each table. So let's go into sales mode now. And log in, and if we have a look at our ResDiary tables, which is charge sheet 4, you'll see we've got our 15 tables plus 100 and 101. We've also got table planner set up on this one. Table planner will also work the ResDiary link. So we got our 15 tables, although we could have separated 11 to 15, moved them around the screen somewhere, but this is fine for a demo, and we got 100, 101 down the bottom. You also see you've got the statuses will show here, so this is quite nice. If you're using Table Planner as a quid open, you can have a look in Touch and you can see exactly what tables on what status, which is quite useful. So when we look on the ResDiary site, we'll see we got 6 tables booked here at the moment. So if I go into Touch and I click on my ResDiary bookings button, that will show us the 6 tables. Now we've got some filters here. At the moment everything's green, meaning it's turned on, and at the moment all we have is bookings but no one's arrived yet. So I can filter things out. If I click on not arrived, obviously there's nothing to show now because everything is not arrived, but as we go later on we can see see how many are fully seated, how many are closed, etc, etc. If it gets to a stage you're very busy and you've like 20 tables have been closed and you don't want to see them all on the grid, you can turn that one off and hide that. But okay, now to bring a booking in, let's bring in Michael Morris. Now quick look on here, Michael Morris is actually got a deposit. So there's a £60 payment taken here already. So there's a deposit in advance. So when we go back to, let's close that now. When we go back to Touch, when I bring that, that's showing you on there it's a £60 deposit. So I'm going to confirm arrival, put arrival fully seated, ask the question, do you want to transfer it, and open the table? Yes. So that now opens the table, accept. That shows me my booking deposit there, and there's a payment in advance. So at the moment, because I haven't ordered any items yet, there's £60 payment taken. I'm in credit, if you like. So if we go and put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put in a few drinks, you'll see as I'm adding drinks, that £60 is coming down. Let's send the order, and I'm going to say we're on drinks. So if we now go on to the ResDiary website and refresh it, and we look at the Michael Morris booking, that's now turned green because it's arrived, and you'll see over there is a little wine glass which tells the ResDiary that they are on the drinks courses at the moment. So if we go back into our Michael Morris table, we then want to add some starters. So let's add a few starters. In fact, I'll add a few more. So you'll notice that as we've spent our £80, gone above the £80, it's now in credit. So this is what's going to be left to pay. So again, we'll send that order and we'll say they're on starters. And if we go up onto the ResDiary website and refresh it, you see the symbol would have changed from drinks, and we're now on the plate there, which means it's on the starters. So that's the basic gist of it. You can also have walk-ins. So if I go and open a table, so let's say open table 12, I can put in, I don't know, Fred blogs, 2 covers, and I send that. You see we got a booking ID there. Let's add a couple of drinks. We'll have a Bacardi and Coke, a vodka and a dash of lemonade, and we'll put that up and say they're on the drinks course. We go on to ResDiary again and we refresh the page, and there's our walk-in, and as you can see they're on the drinks course. So that is the basic flow, is that the bookings come through from ResDiary, you pick them up here. So now we know we got 2 tables fully seated. So I'll just filter that out. If I got rid of not arrived, there's 2 tables fully seated. If I filter those out, put the not arrived, these are the ones that are coming. So just as a table comes in, so Miss Charlotte Lucy turns up, confirm arrival, arrived fully seated, yes, confirm to the table. See there's 5 covers here. Sent down. Now if you don't want to, if they're just seated and not adding any drinks or anything, you can just put them on no status and put that table away. When they're ready to order, just open their table, and we can start adding some drinks on. You'll see they like their spirits, Charlotte Lucy's table, send that away, now say they're on drinks. And that's the basic gist of it. When we want to pay a table off, just pay it as normal. I'm going to pay off this Michael Morris table. Obviously they haven't had their main course or desserts or anything else at the moment, but just to give the idea, it goes on. I'm just going to pay cash simply. You can do split payments, you can do check and cash, or card and cash, whatever you want to do. When we go onto the site and refresh again, we will see Michael Morris has had a very, very quick meal, so it's a tiny little time slot allocated there, but that's now been recorded with all the details. If I go to place another booking and I look up Michael Morris, we can have a look and we can see any previous, so you can see 18 checks there, so there's 1 of 18, that's the most recent one. So as we go through it, it will sort of a whole history of who's had what on what day, because all this information is being sent up from Touch. And that is really the basic gist of the Touch ResDiary link. Thank you very much.